On January 23, 1973, a real estate buyer discovered the body of a recently murdered man in the cellar of an abandoned barn. Who was John Doe of Westford, Massachusetts? Westford is a semi-rural town in Middlesex County, Massachusetts. The town today still has many farms and forests, but in 1973 it was much less populated, with about 10,000 people, and less developed than it is now. A town known for its beautiful natural landscape would look like a good prospect for someone interested in real estate. While the prospective buyer examined the property, he found a hole in the cellar. In this hole he found a horrific discovery: a murdered man, his body burnt from the neck down. Police were contacted to investigate the murder. The murder victim was a young black man in his 20s, approximately 5 feet and 10 inches tall, and 170 pounds. He had been dead and his body in the cellar for at least 4 days. He was wearing blue jeans and a dashiki shirt. There were no shoes found anywhere near the crime scene. Since the autopsy displayed there was no smoke in the victim's lungs, it is assumed that he was burned after he was murdered and that he was already dead when his body was put in the cellar. The autopsy, however, did not determine how exactly the victim did die. Police Sergeant John F. Sullivan, Jr., stated to the Lowell Sun on January 25, 1973, that the police believed, for reasons that were not elaborated on, it was possible that the victim had overdosed, or that the murder was, as he put it, some sort of revenge. He also mentioned, before we can make any definitive move, we have to identify who the man was, and then we could work to ascertain a cause and a reason to the deed, referring to the murder. In 1994, the murder was still unsolved and the victim still unidentified. In an article about unsolved murders, the Boston Globe revisited the case of John Doe. Lieutenant Edward Cossett, also of Westford, told the Globe that in trying to identify John Doe, his dental work information was examined by many organizations, including the military. It was believed that John Doe could have been a soldier stationed at nearby Fort Devens, a military base in Eyre and Shirley. However, John Doe's dental work did not identify him, as no matches were found. As of October 23, 2023, Westford Police Chief Mark Chambers stated that this investigation is still active and Westford police detectives are working with the Middlesex District Attorney's Cold Case Office. In response to questions about whether John Doe's DNA had been tested, Chambers told the Globe that we do know the location of John Doe's remains and the case is still under investigation. John Doe is buried in Westford's Fairview Cemetery. His grave marker is a small square stone with only the number 9 inscribed on it. Over 50 years later, his murder is still unsolved, and his name is still unknown. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. See you soon, and remember, stay vigilant and stay safe.